See, Webelos is like this pretend tribe, and Akela is its chief.
Akela?
The wolf pack leader in the Jungle Book. Akela is a Webelo Scout's name for a good leader, like your mother or father or teacher. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Webelos means we'll be loyal scouts. And all you have to do to join is come to the school tonight. And as a member of a Webelos Den, you can start moving into Boy Scouting.
So we can all join a Webelos Den.
Sure.
Who is the Webelos Den leader?
Yeah, who is Webelos Den leader?
Who is going to be the leader of the Webelos Den? You have answered the call. Now, what do you do?
Off to lunch we go. Tony? Hey, put away the briefcase. You're not working through lunch again. Let's go raid the burger stand down the street.
It's tempting, but today I have a different call to duty.
Come on, they're having a special on buffalo burgers. And, well, it's not the American buffalo. It's named after the city of Buffalo. And, and they taste just like well-worn snow tires. And, come on, I hate to eat alone.
I'll go to lunch tomorrow, all right? And I'll eat the special. At least I'll try.
You're off the hook for lunch today, but next week, 1 week from tonight, Doris is bowling, so she's gone, and the kid's out someplace, I don't know where. And, well, I'm having all the guys over for my special barbecue.
Can't do it.
Come on. If I have any of that barbecue sauce left, it turns to toxic waste.
Well, that's too bad. But listen, that's someplace your boy's going to be.
Uh-huh.
And someplace is my house.
Your house? What for?
I'm the new Webelo Scout Den leader, and our first meeting's a week from tonight.
Tony, come on. I know that you and your kid are into scouting, but a Webelo Den leader? I mean, what do you know about that stuff?
Well, I've been learning about that stuff from books and magazines, and also getting quite a bit of help from the Scout Council. You see, it's a great way to spend time with Tony Jr. Being a single parent, the time that I spend with him has got to be quality time. This works great.
I gotta hand it to you. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
I don't know about the better man, but...
Welcome to the challenges, opportunities, joys, and satisfactions of guiding and influencing the lives of boys. You have a wealth of informative, well-written material available to you as a new Webelos Den leader. But the very best way to effect a fast start in preparing for your new responsibilities is to attend a Webelos Den meeting. Another Webelos Den meeting will give you a good picture of what to expect in your own den.
But just remember, KISMIF. Keep it simple, make it fun.
That's a good idea. Keep it simple, make it fun. I like it.
And it is simple. Really it is. There are 5 parts to a Webelos Den meeting: gathering, opening, activity badge fund, preparation, and closing. Planning a successful meeting around these 5 parts and dividing responsibilities with the Den chief will prove helpful in scheduling not just your first Webelos Den meeting, but all your Webelos Den meetings. The whole Webelos Den meeting should last about an hour and a quarter. Next month, the pack leaders meeting will help you plan your activities with the rest of the Webelos Den leaders. As the boys gather, have an activity plan to entertain them and focus their attention. The Den chief, a Boy Scout who will help you lead the den, can help you with this activity. This allows you to continue preparation.
How'd you do that?
The opening ceremony should be kept simple, but consistent. It lets the boys know the meeting is formally starting. Den business, such as attendance, dues, and den plans, are taken care of at this time.
Okay, now we secure the hands.
Activity Badge Fund is the instruction, practice, games, and contests related to the boys attaining the various Webelos Scout skills. Each Webelos Den meeting prepares the den for the upcoming pack meeting, getting ready for outdoor, goodwill, or other special activities. Equipment is designed and made, and props are built.
Okay.
A scout is trustworthy.
Scout is trustworthy.
A scout is loyal.
A scout is loyal.
During the closing,
A scout
final
is
announcements are made, and a simple closing ceremony takes place.
Scout is friendly.
And the least exciting part of the closing, the cleanup.
But they're all good kids, too.
Sure.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Are you ready for another wild weekend?
No, I'm just going to go round up some things I need for my Webelos scouting adventure next week.
Oh, well, if those kids you're with next week are anything like my boy, you better get some lumber for a corral. I mean, how are you going to contain those yahoos anyway?
You know, I was worried about a stampede, but then I went and saw what it was like. No problem.
A well-prepared Webelos Den leader who uses program helps and all 5 parts of the den meeting doesn't have to worry about a stampede.
You have to get to know the boys in your den. They're all good boys, but you still should establish a Webelos Den code of conduct so that they'll know what you expect of them. Keep the pace snappy. Your meeting should be well planned and organized. If you follow the 5 parts of the Webelos Den meeting and use your program helps for activities, the boys will be having so much fun and have had an opportunity to extend so much energy that bad conduct simply will not occur. It works, believe me. Well, you can see it now.
I know, but I keep having this nightmare that I'm in the middle of a stampede.
No, it's just giving directions to some curious, active, and energetic boys. If they have a direction and you're in charge of that direction, it's easy to channel that energy and with great positive results. Okay, guys, now.
Preparation is the key. Planning locks it all up. There are plenty of people to seek out for support. Cub Master, Pack Committee, and other Webelos Den leaders. You'll see them at the monthly Pack Leaders meeting. And there is available to you a self-help support system of literature. Program helps, the Cub Scout Leader Book, Scouting and Boys Life magazines. You really don't need to worry.
May I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a Webelos Den leader uniform in a petite, I think. What's your guess?
Well, we could start about that size, but how about a size 34 waist and maybe a large shirt?
Well, you're right about those sizes. Now, I also need to take a look at some of the books available for the Webelos Den leaders. Do you have anything?
I think we have some of those in your size, too.
Great.
The Cub Scout Leader Book is your guide to the volunteer structure of Cub and Webelos Scouting. You will find the major responsibilities of all Cub Scout and Webelos leaders, along with many, many helpful hints on how to make your den and pack meetings successful, exciting to your scouts, and rewarding to you. A valuable resource for the future, the Cub Scout Leader Book is an ideal way to immediately grasp the total Cub Scout and Webelos program. Without question, the program helps. Cub Scout and Webelos is your most valued resource. Here you find the monthly themes to be followed throughout the year, with den and pack activities, which bring those themes to life in your meetings. You'll get your program helps from the local Scout Council and in Scouting Magazine. Essential to planning a year's meetings, program helps is packed with specific activities for all parts of den and pack meetings. The Cub Scout Leader How-To Book is 336 pages of delight, filled with skits, magic, and outdoor activities which will cause your den meetings and pack meetings to sparkle with excitement. These activities are all selected specifically for Cub and Webelos Scout-age boys and have proven themselves fascinating to boys for decades. You, along with all other adult volunteers in Scouting, will receive Scouting Magazine 6 times a year. Packed with information from other leaders on how to improve Scouting activities, this publication also addresses topics of interest to today's youth. Scouting Magazine discusses, through the words of well-known authorities, problems affecting youth, and helps you understand what happens to boys as they grow through the Scouting years. For over 75 years, Boys Life has been the favorite magazine of Scout-age boys, packed with excitement from top-quality fiction to heroic acts of today's youth, including stories about sports figures and informational activities to improve camping skills. Boys Life magazine constantly explores and extends the interest areas of Scout-age youth. Boys Life, because of its content and the way it is written, is an important tool in stimulating interest in reading and in developing the study habits of today's youth. As a Webelos Den leader, you are responsible for planning the activities for the den. Using the program helps with a theme for each month, and planning at the monthly pack leaders meeting makes this a pleasure. In addition, working with the den chief just before the den meeting keeps him in a leadership role. Other responsibilities include cooperation with the other pack volunteer leaders, attendance and participation in the annual planning conference and pack leaders meetings.
Give him a real round of applause. We talk constantly about Boy Scout activities. Now that was the easy part because the Webelos program activities are so closely related to the Boy Scout activities.
For your boys to get the most out of the Webelos program, they need to see that program as fun and adventure, as well as preparation for graduation into the Boy Scout program. As a Webelos Den leader, you will be working with your den chief in planning the activities for the den. This can take place just before the den meeting or after the den meeting to prepare for your next den meeting.
You know, I was just working on the plan for the first month's meetings.
Yeah.
We've got some great activities we can use from the program helps. Take a look at these.
Use the Webelos program helps, Boys Life, and Scouting magazines as sources of ideas and information. The monthly pack leaders meeting is the place to begin this planning.
With both of these together, I think we're going to have some great times. Why don't you take a look at these?
Okay.
Find an activity you like. I'm going to go get the door, all right?
Okay.
Tony, Doris said you're calling that. Hey, if I'm interrupting something, I can...
No, I wanted you to come over. You see, I've got this great idea. Remember when you told me you had a whole collection of slides that you took when you went to Yellowstone a few years ago?
Oh, you want me to show you two guys my slides?
No, you said you had dozens of slides of wild animals in their natural habitat, and that you hadn't seen them for years.
Yeah, but my projector's broken.
Well, I borrowed one. You see, I thought maybe you could come over and show the Webelos Den some slides, and then later on answer some questions.
Yeah, I've got a lot of good slides, Tony, but I'm not an expert at this stuff.
And I thought you'd say that, so I
Ask
called your friend
qualified
Larry.
people, including family members of the Webelos Scouts in your den, to serve as activity badge counselors, and encourage male relatives of the boys to help plan and carry out the Webelos Den activities.
Meetings anyway. I mean, you sold me on the Webelos, okay? You're all excited about it, and, well, my kid's looking forward to having a good time.
Repeating over them along.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, hi, son. How you doing?
Fine.
All right?
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Doing school.
Doing school.
As a Webelos Den leader, you collect the dues and turn them in to the pack treasurer.
Fellas, I'm Mr. Kalo. I'm your new Webelos Den leader. We've got an opportunity to have a lot of fun together.
Right.
Encourage boys to advance. Maintain accurate records and see that Webelos Scouts are recognized for their achievements. Work to help all the boys through the advancement program and instill scouting spirit and moral values through personal examples, ceremonies, and meaningful activities such as goodwill and conservation projects.
God of my country, and to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2. All right, guys, let's get in line for inspection.
Uniforms are important. All boys should be fully uniformed as soon as possible. Uniforms instill pride in the boys, and you'll find that a uniformed boy is a better behaved boy.
Inspection completed.
Uniforms contribute to a boy's feeling of belonging to a special group. Webelos have 2 uniforms, blue and khaki, to choose between. Work with the pack committee to establish a good relationship with the neighborhood Boy Scout troop, and try to graduate every Webelos Scout into the Boy Scout program.
Okay, guys, now just as important as this den meeting has been, our first pack meeting's coming up next week, and that's really important, all right? Now, these are the directions on how to get there. I'd like you to give these to your parents, And bring them along if they want to come, all right? Because if they're a part of this deal, we're all going to have a good time, all right? And I think
Lead your Webelos Den with participation at the PAC meeting. It's important that parents take part in the PAC meetings. The Webelos Scouts need to showcase their new skills, and the parents need to feel pride in the boys.
Thanks, guys. Good meeting. What's this?
It will be worth it. You will learn as much or more than you teach. You will laugh with them, sharing their excitement, enthusiasm, and their natural desire to learn. Now that you're on the way, if you need more help, the local council offers continued opportunities through roundtables and other training sessions.